Hello, I'm Rackie, energy healer and spiritual teacher.
And I'm Kristen Yorka, yoga teacher and meditation guide. We are here to introduce the Foundational Force workshop, which is an introduction to the Root Chakra. Rackie, would you like to explain just a brief overview of what the chakra system is?
Sure, thanks. So we are all energy and we process events energetically. So as things are happening to us, our everyday life, we are processing this information energetically. And the chakras are energy centers in our energy field that process each event in a certain way. So learning about the chakras is important because then we can understand how we're processing the events in our life energetically. And these energies are tied to our physical being, our emotional being, to our mental being, and of course our spiritual being.
Can we elaborate some on what the root chakra is?
Sure, I don't want to give away too much because I want you guys to come and learn in the workshop, but the root chakra is one of the most important chakras to learn and to understand. It is, as the title of our workshop says, the foundation of our being. And you perhaps heard many people say, you need to be grounded, you need grounding. But I've found out that a lot of people don't fully understand what it is to be grounded or what it is to feel grounded. But it does have to do with grounding energies. And like I said, I want to leave it for the workshop, but this grounding energy stabilizes you in order to be able to live life. And without it, you are pretty much left disconnected from your real life. You'll feel stuck, you'll feel lost, you'll perhaps feel dizzy, you'll feel just completely disconnected. And then there's also physical symptoms, anything to do with the hip and below the hip. Everything from the waist down will be affected by a root chakra imbalance.
So it could manifest like an illness or some kind of blockage.
Correct.
In those areas.
Correct.
Speaking personally, when I'm imbalanced in the root chakra, and I was for many years, so it feels like for me like spinning. Mm-hmm. So people will describe me looking from the outside in. When I'm not grounded, it looks like I'm running in circles if you just watch me. And that's how I know I'm not grounded in my being. Yeah. And I think when I see it in other people, it manifests. I see them maybe pacing or running from one thing to another. And also they won't know what they want in life necessarily because they're just bouncing around the room.
And they'll feel also very anxious and at times panicky as well.
Right.
So it'll feel like anxiety, but you're absolutely right. And the truth is that most people today have a root chakra imbalance. So they'll probably be feeling exactly what you're describing, which is the reason why we're doing this, because it is that important.
And I think it's profoundly important this day and age where, I'll speak for our own gender, where women especially don't feel like they have a place or a voice in this world. They don't have the right to exist. They're not thought of as actual people. And I think that, I mean, not only women, but I can only speak for me. I think men of a different ethnicity or different sexual preferences also experience the same kind of, I'm not a person, or I'm not allowed to have the same rights as other beings in this country, without getting too political. But I think that's where we are in this space. And
the sense of belonging definitely belongs to the root chakra. So each chakra has its own assigned function, its own assigned feeling, emotions, physical body parts. And the root chakra does include what you're saying, the sense of belonging. It really has to do with our sense of safety and security, and belonging somewhere. Having a voice gives you safety and security.
Absolutely. I also think, at least the clients that I see, that I feel that this workshop is important because some people have spent their whole life pleasing others, whether that is a partner or their children or their families. And there comes a time where their spirit is not shown in their life. Their life looks like something completely different than what they are, and they feel removed from that somehow. Like, this isn't the life I created, but it is the life you created. It's just you were detached in creating
so
it.
that sense of disconnection is definitely coming from the root chakra. So you probably go through your day-to-day like in auto mode, like automatic. You know how sometimes you get in your car and you get to work and you're like, who drove? Because I don't remember. We all do it, right? But it's a symptom of the root chakra imbalance. So in some people, this happens to them when they're driving, and then there's people who are living their whole life in this auto mode. They're just going through their phases, they're going through their day, but they're not physically present, or should I say spiritually present.
And I think it's much easier to see it in others than to see it in yourself. I can talk about 2 instances in my life where they were like awakening moments. You know, where I healed the root chakra once, then went on with my life, and then I realized,
you're doing it again.
I'm doing it again, start over. So I think what's important also about this workshop is to understand the root chakra, but also to have the tools so that when you go back into your life, you can acknowledge when you're having that issue, and then use these tools to step forward in your life with fully embodied.
Correct.
Right?
So we definitely want to empower you to not become dependent of us, or not to just come to this event and then don't have the tools to work with. So we empower you to have the power to constantly be aware of your energy, of your root chakra energy, and then having the tools that we're going to teach you on how to heal. So you're going to be teaching yoga, mantra, and meditation.
Meditation and stonework, and that's kind of ambiguous, but stonework, at least to me, is being able to hold something, whether it's an actual stone, which we'll use in the meditation, or mala. I think the root chakra, it corresponds to our material world, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's important to be grounded in the material world by holding something.
Right.
At least for me, when I meditate, I like to be holding either the mala, or I'll count fingers, because it grounds me in the here and now, and it's very easy to like get distracted or take a journey in meditation, and then you're practicing detachment instead of harnessing down on the real issues and working through.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, because a lot of people think that meditation means to just go off and start astral traveling. And those are 2 very different things. So in meditation, we do need to be grounded.
Yeah, I call that spiritual bypassing. In our society, it's very common to go to meditation classes where you're exiting the body. Like, I'm just going to live in this plane up here and forget everything that came before it. I'm just going to detach. And that's the same. You might as well be drinking or doing drugs or overworking out. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Healthier,
but the same.
Yeah. And then you start to mess up your crown chakra. So you'll develop a crown chakra imbalance. But that's for another time.
So I guess my final question, how does the root chakra become imbalanced?
I don't want to give it away now.
Okay, that's my favorite part.
You have to, you have to come to the workshop and listen. It's very, very easy for the root chakra to become unbalanced. In fact, it's so easy that even before our birth, even before being born, when we are in our mother's womb, we could be affected by the energies that are happening to our parents, so around us, or to our parents, and our root chakra could become unbalanced. When we are very young, when we're very little, we're very delicate. Our energies are very delicate. So that's another crucial time for our root chakra. But there's also constant day-to-day events that happen to us, especially at work or while driving, that could get our root to be out of balance. But yes, that's for our workshop day.
So I guess if anyone has any questions, we are available and we'll tag it onto this video. So we look forward to hearing from you soon, and we'll be seeing you at the workshop.
Yes, and don't forget to sign up. Enjoy the advance option, payment in advance option at a discount. Also, know that it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to give you a lot of information, we're going to give you a lot of tools, but at the same time it's going to feel so good, right?
Yes, and you'll have a group of people to go to that had the same experience as you.
Yeah.
And I think that's wildly important, to be in collaboration with others.
Yeah. So it'll be fun, it would be healing, it will feel great, and it will empower you. And I hope to see you guys, we hope to see you guys soon. Bye.